I'm Naomi, and I'm a Cancer Sun.
Hi, and I am Jenna, and I'm a Cancer Moon. We are the
And
Crescent
we
Queen.
are the Crescent Queens.
Yes, in this episode, we are going to be talking about karmic relationships, twin flames, and soulmates, signs you're dealing with them, why they happen, and kind of the outcome and timing of what happens within each of these spiritual relationships. Um, I'll let Naomi take the floor with the karmic, as we're going to start with. I think she has a lot of
All right.
expertise with this one.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, karmics is something else. To realize that you're dealing with a karmic, basically like the opposite of a divine relationship. Like with divine relationships, they push you to like grow, become a better person. You start to like dive into like introspection more, and it's actually like healthy. But with karmics, it's the complete opposite. It's like it feel like the person is literally trying to destroy you. It's kind of like dealing with karmics is kind of like dealing with narcissists. It's like super draining. It's annoying. It's like a repetitive
Energy
cycle,
vampires.
and only
Mhm.
yeah, and it's like only you could break the cycle. Um, Most karmics, they tend to be like manipulative. They like to play with like your emotions, and they basically try to like to control you. Basically any way to like manipulate you and make you feel like you're less than. But I feel like with most karmic relationships, it lead towards your divine relationship, because at least in the karmic relationship, you learn what not to tolerate anymore, and you learn about like what you actually will want in a relationship, what you don't want in a relationship, and what you will want like in the future. So
Let me ask you
even
something
though,
real quick. With the karmic
yeah.
relationships, for you, how does that affect the ego?
So when it comes to the ego, it took me like a while to like put my defenses down, because I was just so used to always having to like defend myself, and between like being called out of my name, being disrespected, being emotionally and verbally abused, it's like, oh my god, like
It,
I feel like we most of us can't like avoid it. I feel like
Mhm.
throughout our lifetime here, we're gonna go through at least like one or two karmic relationships, but it's up to you on whether or not you want to keep dealing with that. And I feel like with spirit, until you learn your lesson with that karmic relationship, no matter how many other more relationships you're gonna have, you're gonna always find yourself dealing with the same type of person. It's just different people. So
And would you say a lot of like with the repeating patterns in the karmic relationship, that person on top of it can become very addictive as well? And would you say
yeah,
like learning to be independent and not so codependent is a big
yes,
factor in releasing yourself from those kinds of relationships?
yes, because yeah, it's like I don't know, like when you're actually in the relationship, you're thinking like, okay, like this person actually loved me, like he's actually trying to fight for this,
Hmm.
da 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 da. But then it gets to a point where it's like, why am I crying more than we're actually like having fun? Like, why does feel like a burden much rather than an actual like love? And once you get to that point where it's like, okay, I'm fed up, I had enough. At first, you're gonna want to go back because it's familiar.
Mm.
You're used to that person. Whether y'all been together for like months, years, you get used to that person. But at the same time, you gotta have enough courage to like actually choose you and actually decide to leave for the better, and just trust in God that He will replace that person with someone better. Until you actually pour like into your like your self love and whatever, you're gonna keep going through the same thing with just different people. That's why it's like it's really important to basically take a lot of time to like figure out like what you want and basically find your identity again, because like you said, like codependency, that's a big thing when it comes to like karmic relationships. You think, oh my god, I'm not gonna find anybody, I'm not gonna find anybody that I felt like as close to with them as with and then that's when all the doubt and the stress and the anxiety come in. But I feel like with patience, like in due time, everything works
I
out.
I love
Like
I
even
love
though
what
it
you
sucks,
said.
yeah, like even though it sucks to be in that karmic relationship, you was in it for a reason. Like I feel like everything is a lesson within itself. It's just at the time we just feel like, oh my god, like why is this going to shit? Like why do I feel like this? Why does this person that claim they love me treat me this way? Like it's not right. But once you have the time to actually, I don't know, like have your dark night of the soul moment and you start going from within instead of like trying to seek answers outside of you, that's when you have that light bulb moment like, oh, okay, this is codependent, this is karmic, I don't want no parts of this, I actually want better for myself, and that's when you decide to like move forward.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love the part where talk about um you talked about feeling like you can never leave this person and you almost feel trapped because even though there's so much emotional turmoil, they still feel familiar and they still feel like home. Or well, not really like
Yeah.
home per se because home should feel safe and secure and this and that, but like there's
Yeah. The trauma bond.
and it can be addictive. And it's recognizing within
Yeah.
yourself, like it's kind of like the steps of grief, acceptance,
Yeah.
there's denial and then acceptance
Yeah.
or whatever. I think accepting that you're really
Yeah.
going through
'Cause-
that and admitting that can be that's like the hardest part in my opinion.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It is hard because it's like I feel like the problem a lot of people tend to deal with is that when you're in a relationship with someone for so long, you at I don't know, like at the top of your brain, you just always want to remember how it was in the beginning. So you keep trying to chase that feeling you had in the beginning of the relationship, where y'all was like in the
mhm.
honeymoon phase and all that. But as time progresses, it's like, is all this pain even worth it? Like, I don't care about, like, people be stuck on like the history. Damn that. Like, I don't care if we known each other for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. No, like, if you're a shitty person, I don't want
Mhm.
anything to do with you. If you don't want to elevate, I don't want anything to do with you. If you want me to be stagnant with you, that's not love. Like, you're just lazy and you're toxic. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Some people have enough courage to like choose themselves and decide to move on. Some people just be scared of dealing with someone new because they're so used to dealing with that specific person and what they think they could offer them. But it's like as time go on, you can't keep listening to the words. You just gotta take it head on and just be like, okay, I'm gonna just go on based on like their actions. Basically, like when it comes to any relationship, just act like you're deaf. See like what's going on. Judge what's going on with your eyes, not with your heart. Because I feel like the more you try to think with your heart when it comes to a karmic, basically the more therapy and trauma you're gonna go through. So it's like,
Just
yeah, no. At some point, you gotta
use
be
that
like, it's not
brain.
giving. Yeah,
Use that brain.
yeah. Head over heart for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Because you do not want to go to jail. So yeah,
And I feel like with karmics too, they are the kind of person who they mirror you, but in the
yeah,
worst ways possible. And
yeah,
they trigger deep, deep wounds. And I feel like over time, like that can cause a lot of trauma and a lot of like just emotional. turmoil, like I said before. So,
Yeah, yeah. I feel like with karmics, they tend to like siphon their partner's energy. Like, I don't know, it's like they're your biggest enemy. They want to disguise it like as if they love you and they care about you, but it's like, bro, you're trying to copy everything I do, but you're trying to shit on me at the same
it's like,
time. It's
what?
like it's giving fan. Like, what? You're confused with life. What the fuck? Like, what is going on? Like, huh? How you acting like you love? How you saying you love me, but you're acting like the biggest hater, like all the time. You don't want to do
Just
shit for
bugging.
yourself. You're trying to copy my look. You're trying to copy my moves. Like,
But then you want to shit
it's not
on
giving.
like my tarot and shit on the shows I like.
Yeah, like it's not giving. No, that should be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Okay.
Whew.
Do we want to move on to twin flames? Do you have anything else to add about karmics?
Yes. Um, I feel like if you know that you're in a karmic relationship, please decide to choose yourself. Just know that God didn't God didn't do all this for no reason. Like, I feel like if you was put in that situation, you was supposed to learn something about that person. You supposed to learn something about yourself, and always know and trust that there's better in the end.
Hmm.
What God removes, He replaced with something better.
And the
Just
cycle
always remember
will
that.
repeat if you let it.
Yeah, yeah. Only you can break the cycle.
Yep. Hmm.
That's that. Now on to soulmates.
Yes,
Oh
twin
no, twin flame.
flames. Yes.
Twin flames. Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
so
Alrighty.
some signs of a twin flame are you feel this deep, emotional, transformative, like intense connection. And it's like an
Yes.
immediate magnetic connection. And there's also like a lot of synchronicities between you both, or you may see a lot of like angel numbers at the time when you meet them. But it kind of,
11,
yes, it
11.
kind of feels like things click into place when you meet this
Just
person.
yeah.
But the purpose of a twin flame is to awaken, mirror as well, in like like a karmic, but in a different way. And it's to
Yeah.
accelerate your ascension.
Yes.
And it also there's like this the act like with a twin flame, it dissolves your ego. I feel like it,
Yeah. For
but
sure.
there's like
Yeah.
there's
It's crazy.
yes, there's like this activation of like your higher self that comes with it. Um, but I don't feel like some twin flames can last forever. But
Mm.
I don't feel like they're always meant to. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Naomi?
I feel like sometimes with like twin flames, it be too much. Like it's too much passion. It's like the fuck is going on right now? But I don't know. It depends on you and the person. Like I found my twin flame and my soulmate. I never felt this way about anybody before, and dealing with my current soulmate is like I had to go through like two ego deaths, like because I was so used to being on guard and defending myself from the karmic. I had to unlearn those habits and actually operate from like my higher self, like she said, and it's a lot of work, you know. But I feel at the end of the day, God knows like how your heart is, and He knows that you deserve the utmost respectful and divine love that you could ever experience within this lifetime. It just depends on you if you're willing to actually put the work in it.
Hmm.
If you don't feel like you're able to actually like face your demons and unlearn like the toxic habits that you had in your last relationship, it's like, okay, at some point the soul contract is gonna be voided and you're gonna have to start your other thing with someone else. But yeah, twin flames, it's not for the weak. That's all I would say. It's not for the weak
And there's
at
like this runner chaser energy that comes with it. Um, and
Yeah.
like I feel like there's this you separate, but once you both do like deep healing, you there's almost like this reunion, but you both have to go through it in order to, like you said
Yeah.
before, like you have two, like you had like two ego deaths, you know, with your
Yeah.
twin flame. And
Yeah.
I will say I don't know if I would call this a twin flame, but it's definitely the closest I've come to. Um, it's almost like a flame, you know, that keeps
Keep
burning
burning.
and burning and
Yeah.
burning. But that doesn't mean that at any point you can't, like, you can, somebody at either end can pour water on it and it ends abruptly and it's not nice. But if you both, like, feed into the fire evenly, it's a very passionate, deep, intense, you know, thing, and it's very transformative.
Yeah. Yes. Um, Going from like a karmic relationship and then into a twin flame relationship, me personally, it was a drastic change. So I was just used to like basically doing like the high school stuff. Like we, as soon as we argue, we break up, and then once we break up, it's like, oh my god, I miss you, and then we back together. Then it's the same. It's toxic. Going from that to my twin flame, that's actually my other half. At first, I was scared. I was like, wait, why it seem like he know me more than I know me? Like that just, I wasn't used to that. So I ended up being a runner. I ended up self sabotaging. I was like, I just feel like it's too good to be true. I don't like how I'm feeling. I never felt this way. I'm just do me. And I kept running. But then it was like spirit would send me like messages. It seemed like either I would hear like certain songs we listened to together, or I start seeing their birthday on license plates, or it's just a bunch of synchronicities, and I'm like, dag, okay, like that's that's spirit basically saying like y'all meant to be, y'all not going crazy. It's just y'all gotta work on y'all stuff. And most of the time, like when it comes to y'all having a separation, it's not a bad thing. It's just y'all need to both take time on working on each other. Most of the time, y'all not going to be able to work on each other while y'all together, so that's why the separation tends to happen. But it usually be like temporary. I feel like with twin flames, they're always going to be united no matter what. That flame will always be there. And yeah,
Because you guys are literally two souls that
they're two
split
peas in a
apart. Yeah.
pod, like
Hmm.
literally, like
Hmm.
can't get away from
It's
that. No.
beautiful,
So
but it can be
yeah,
scary.
yeah. Yes. Oh my God. Like literally, it seemed like the first day we met. I don't know. I just felt like I felt familiar with him. I felt like as if I knew him in like a past life. It's just I didn't remember him. But it's a beautiful story. It's not like Romeo and Juliet at all. It don't have to have a bad ending. Um, just be prepared to have to do like a lot of like introspection, a lot of healing, and basically with twin flames, y'all both embracing being y'all true, authentic selves at the end of the
Hmm.
day. Adding that on top of divine love, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's God
But
orchestrated.
you got to
So
do that
I
first.
love
You
it
got to
here.
do that first initial break, right? And you got to trust that you will
Yeah.
come back together,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I used to think, like, oh, the separation, I felt like that was like a physical thing, but it was more like a mental thing for me. I felt like okay, like it was getting too much like in my head because it felt like I was battling my head and my heart, and I'm just like my head is saying my head is saying like leave, like you notice the pattern, leave, but then my heart is like, no, you actually want to experience love. You say you wanted newness, right? Go for it. So it was like, oh no, I gotta take myself out of the equation. It was getting
Listen
too
to your
much.
head.
But then, yeah, I was like, oh my God, it's me versus me at this point. So that's when I took time. I took time by myself, and I was just like, okay, let me just focus on me, get my shit together, and then when I feel like I'm actually ready to accept this new love, I'll put myself back out
Mhm.
there. It took time, but I wasn't rushing it because I know everything happens in divine timing. So it ended up working out. Now we happier than ever. So yeah,
Yes. Mhm.
period.
Love it. Love it. So if you find yourself with a
Yeah,
twin flame, just give it time, recognize it,
yeah,
um, and yeah.
yeah. I feel like some people, well, most people, they tend to think like twin flames is kind of like a Disney love story, but it's not like that at all.
None of it
As soon as
is.
y'all see each other, it's not gonna be like, oh my, yeah. Some people be like, oh, as soon as we see each other, we're gonna get married and all that. No, like, with, I feel like with twin flames, that's when you actually supposed to like relax, actually go with the flow instead of trying to rush everything because you're excited. I had to tell myself to chill because I was
Learn
like,
about
whoa,
yourself.
being a lover. Yeah, like I'm being a lover girl, but then it's like you're trying to avoid being codependent at the same time
Mhm.
too. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna actually be present. Just be present.
Love that. Yes.
Be present. Yeah.
So I guess we're on to soulmates now. Okay.
Yes.
So with soulmates, there's this comfortable, safe, very soothing nature. Um, there's a deep
Mhm.
emotional connection, and there's this like passion and peace coexist within a
Yeah.
soulmate relationship, but it's like a calm intensity. Um,
Mhm.
I feel like this person out of all of these relationships will feel like home more than anything. Um,
Yeah.
and again, like with, I feel like with any of these relationships, they don't have to be um, like one-on-one emotional lover relationships. Like they could be platonic people as well. Like,
Yeah. They got romantic soulmates. You
mhm,
got platonic soulmates.
like,
It's all different. It's not. Oh, just love.
mhm.
Like no,
I've had,
no.
you know, a coworker in my past who way older than me. She, you know, but I felt like, you know, I knew her in another life. Like she was my sister or like my aunt or something in another
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah.
that's very valid and relevant as well, I feel like in this conversation. And
Yeah. Like it's rare to find
mhm,
someone who you can actually like have a legit bond with. You know that saying like if you know you know, that's how the soulmates go. Like all right, like we here with it. We here with it. Okay? Like we ain't got to be
mhm.
explained, you know? That's rare to come across. Yeah, like my cat, he my soulmate. Like I don't care
I
about
feel
that.
that.
That's little bro. Like what? My girl Jenna, like that's my platonic soulmate. We like this, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's all different type of soulmates. They don't have to just be a relationship. Like no.
Yes. And um I don't know, I like you said, it you'll just know. You'll just know. There won't be any question about this person. You know, you guys just vibe and fit
Yeah.
very well together. There's no aggressive or weird energy. It's just like,
Yeah.
it just fits like a puzzle, you know?
Yeah. Like no animosity, no jealousy. It's like straight love. We have the same interests. Like I don't know. Like with soulmates, y'all tend to grow, not pull
Mhm.
each other down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You just want
I love it.
want
I
the
love it.
best, want the best for each other, right? Always,
Yeah, peace, love,
hmm
happiness.
yep, and there for each other. Yeah. So
Yeah,
there's that. I love this. I love this episode.
I love it too. Like, I feel like a lot of people they tend to confuse like twin flame and soulmate. I feel like with me, it's kind of hard to decipher it too because I feel like with the guy that I'm with, I feel like we're twin flames and we're soulmates. So it's like it's nothing but passion over here. I feel like
I think you can be both.
it's very
I think you
divine.
can be both.
Yeah, yeah. Cause I used to think, oh, you just have to be in one. Like, okay, is he a twin flame or is he a soulmate? But sometimes it could really be
hmm
both. Like, as long as it's
I
healthy,
think
I'm
I
for it.
think the
So yeah.
biggest um sign between soulmate and a twin flame
Mhm.
is a twin flame will mirror you a lot more.
You're right.
Do you feel that?
You're right.
Whereas like a
Yeah.
soulmate will feel more
Yeah.
like a family connection, right?
I got you. Okay. Twin flame, mirror, soulmate is like soul tribe.
Yeah. That
Okay.
that's just how I feel it in my head. But like
Yeah.
you said, like you can be both for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like with most twin flames though, the divine feminine, she lead everything. Like if you feel like you gotta run away from this guy because it's getting like too much, now the guy gonna feel like, okay, let me keep my distance from her because she running away from me, and it's like it's like a cat and mouse game. Like at some point, y'all gonna end up reuniting. It's just like I said, that ego death. We all don't like it, but we gotta go through it. You know, like you can't just keep listening to the ego that's like, nah, I don't need nobody. Fuck that. No, no, no. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just be by myself. Da da da. I'm gonna just do me. I'm a shark all summer. Like, no, we're not about to. No, because you know, at the end of the day, your heart want what it wants, and you want love. You want true love. You can't run away from true love. You know, can't run away. That's like running away from yourself. It's like
Mhm.
it's stupid. You know.
And
So
using that,
yeah,
like you said before, when you're a divine feminine, um,
yeah,
that's like creativity and destruction, right? Ultimate creativity and destruction.
yeah,
Um, that it's important because everybody needs a little bit of both, right? You need a little bit of the masculine in you. And in those moments where you're um, feeling so much with the karmic relationships, it's important to kind of, I
yeah.
think, lock in with your masculine energy a little bit, and use
Mhm.
your logic and your direction because that feminine energy just wants to love and nurture and um like you said, be loved. Everybody wants love, right? But
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
writing down the or just taking a step back and looking at the situation and being like, okay, this is what that is,
hmm,
and admitting to yourself
yeah.
um that is definitely necessary. So,
Another thing. So with the twin flame journey, if you're an impatient person, this is not for you, like at all. Like this twin flame journey will teach you everything. Like it will humble you. It will teach you about peace. It will teach you about ego death. Any of that. Like you can't speed. You
I know
can't
your
speed it up.
Aquarius moon is just like,
If you
oh,
try to, yeah. Yeah, like the Aquarius moon part of me was wanting to run and detach, but my Cancer sun is like, no, you want love, girl. You want love. Like, go for it. And I was just like, oh my God. But at the end of the day, I chose my heart and I went towards it. It was just, I don't know, like I felt like I was still in that codependent energy from my last relationship. So I used that to actually take time for me instead of trying to like seek love outside of me. I went in. I just focused on me, what I want to do for business, all that. And I knew if I just kept praying and stayed optimistic, I'm going to naturally attract that divine love anyway. And then come to find out, I attracted it. The more you tend to focus on you and your business and your self care and all that other stuff is going to naturally gravitate like toward you. You don't have to chase love. You don't have to chase a man. Like
Always choose yourself.
eggs don't chase the sperm. Sperm chase the
Hmm.
egg. Like
Always
yeah.
choose
So
yourself. Um,
yeah, just sit pretty.
and the right and and
Well,
you
hey,
should choose. And if you're like, you choose yourself, you choose somebody else who also chooses themselves as well, and you come
yes,
together, it is a beautiful, beautiful relationship.
yes, yeah. Because I feel like I don't know, like you can't bring the past into your new. I had to learn that too. Cause I don't know, like from being in a karmic relationship, you start to see patterns and you're like hyper vigilant. So for this next one, you feeling like you got to be on your p's and q's and spot everything. But it's like no, it's a different person. Leave the past in the past. Continue to stay present and move forward. A lot of people tend to struggle with that. So whew, that's what I'm saying. Like God be testing you with your patience and your faith, especially in twin flames. So if you're ready for that, be
Yep,
prepared.
not for the weak. Not for the
Yeah,
weak.
it's not at all. But you ended up being like a stronger, a better, a wiser person at the end of the day. So I don't regret anything. Everything happened for a
And you
reason.
kind
So
of, I think a twin flame can kind of fall in the category when you're in separation, as like a dark night of
yeah,
the soul slash ego death, which is
yeah,
like a double
yeah.
whammy.
And then it's worse when y'all in separation, y'all starting to have
Oh
dreams about
man.
each other. And I was
It's
like, God, are you playing with me? Like, are you twisting the knife? What the fuck is
you saw
going
him come
on?
on in the
Like,
grocery store.
but yeah, or you start to see their car when you're randomly going out for a walk, and it's like,
Hmm.
am I being punished? Like I don't know what's going on, but spirit just like, all right, we see y'all. We just know we see y'all. Y'all gonna eventually come together. It's just y'all need to take this time.
It's
It's
all
okay.
right. Yes.
Trust the process.
All
Period.
right. Well, I think we covered just about everything. What do you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think yeah we covered a
Yes.
lot today.
I
Yeah.
think, I don't know, what is our next episode?
Oh my
Well,
God.
stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned.
Yeah. It's gonna be juicy.
Yes.
So yeah, stay tuned.
We hope
Stay tuned.
you guys got some juicy, good info from the both of us today.
Yes.
Um, in the comments, drop your
Yes.
experience with a twin flame or with a karmic or with a soulmate, or if you have any tips or tricks on dealing with the separation or just overall healing, you know, let us know.
Yes, let us know, please. Everybody's experience is important. We want it to be known, and just to let y'all know, y'all are not alone. Whatever you went through, the next person went through, to it may even been worse. But just share your story, okay? We all ears, all ears.
Yes. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. Um, I think Crescent Queen's out.
Question Queens out.